Well, Mexican fans paid attention to Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. because who his daddy is and was. But they root for him because of the way he fights. Manfredo wants this to be a fight he'll be remembered for. There's a real possibility here.
Well, Manfredo says that Chavez is good, but he's not great. And by his own admission, he realizes that he's not great. But he feels that his will and determination for 12 rounds will work in his favor. Underway, round number 1.
Well, I got to say, I'm impressed with Manfredo's beginning, the beginning of this fight for him, because he said he's going to match Chavez Jr. with the weight gain, and I'd be dogged if he didn't match him.
He did, on an unofficial scale. Manfredo's been down once in his career. Back in 07, Jeff Lacey knocked him down in the 4th round. 8 first-round knockouts for Chavez Jr. In fact, more than half of his career knockouts, 16 of his 30, have come within the first 2 rounds.
Roy, how do you think Manfredo looks having put on all that weight?
Looks pretty good to me, you know. He looks very balanced, very focused. We'll have to see how he takes Chavez's punch, because I heard him complain about how hard Beaker hit him. He said sometimes he still wakes up feeling the effects of the Beaker punches, but I don't think Chavez is going to light punch himself.
Good body attack by Chavez Jr. You know, Freddie Roach talked about working on the defense, the reach and the range in the gym, and he kind of left it hanging there when he said in the gym. So I asked him, are you concerned about the fact that when the fight breaks out, he might revert? He said, well, we don't want to take his willingness away to engage. It's still a work in progress.
He places those punches, Roy. The left hook to the body, Chavez Jr.
Yeah, just like you said, and he's boxing beautifully right now, though. But like I said, as a middleweight, he has to box a little differently, because these guys are going to take a little more. They're going to take a little more to get him out of there. So he's boxing beautifully right now with the jab, stepping to the left, using the hook off the jab.
So neither guy is landing much. Chavez with 1 or 2 hooks to the body.
He landed 1 good hook to the head, and I think that has gained Peter Manfredo's respect a little too.
At least 2 minutes in, according to CompuBox, Manfredo has landed just 2 punches to Chavez's 4.
I don't know. I think I saw. I think Manfredo touched him with a jab a little more than that. Could be wrong.
Touched him there.
Big difference in punching power here.
Still feeling each other out. The fight hasn't really broken out yet.
You know, it's interesting that you bring that up, especially coming off the Pacquiao-Marquez 3 fight, Max, so many times. You know, the first round is a feeling out round, but the judges usually score it one way or another, and it counts just as much as the 8th round.
Well, there's so much on the line in a fight like Pacquiao and Marquez, or like in this fight for these guys, that you generally don't see huge action in the first round. It's one of the reasons everyone still remembers Hagler and Hearns. In the opening bell, they went at it.
And round number 1.
Relax. Exit here. Good. Breathe.
With that double jab.
Tiene que trabajar un poquito más en el jab,
It'll
set up your hook, okay? Or if you keep it over there, you're going to come up with the uppercut through the middle. Okay, it'll set up your left uppercut, okay? Nice little combinations. Keep the jab on. The jab did a nice job that round, right? It was close. Close round, Peter, okay? I got it. Let me out.
And we begin round number 2 for Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. and Peter Manfredo. Chavez Jr. lands 11 of 32 according to CompuBox. Manfredo 6 of 44. Chavez digs in. with some power shots, partially blocked by Manfredo. Manfredo doubles up his jab to come back.
Yeah, Manfredo cannot back straight back from Chavez because Chavez's reach is a lot longer than his. It's very apparent out here.
Chavez Sr. was one of the greatest fighters who ever lived. So it's not an equal comparison, but there are some things, Roy, he does so much like his daddy, Junior.
The body shots are the main thing, but I'm telling you right now, use his jab, step to the left, and hooking off his jab. These are not things that we saw his father have to use much. His father was good at it when he needed it, but he didn't use it as much as this kid is right now.
What I mean is his father, like his father, he's so calm with all the action flying by his head, all the chaos. He stays calm and places his shots very well.
And that's why I say I think he's on a better path than people want to give him credit for. I think he's a much better fighter because he's so cool under pressure, just like his daddy.
And he also is working with one of the best trainers in the sport, Freddie Roach.
He's outboxing Manfredo in this round.
Follows up with a right hand to the ear of Manfredo.
The biggest difference here is when they gain the 19 and 20 pounds, Manfredo's just not a big puncher anyway, so you can't really tell it in his punches, but you definitely can tell it in Chavez Jr.'s punches. He looks like a bigger specimen here. And just like that, you hit a thump in his punches.
Also that block by Manfredo.
But Chavez, as Roy said, is hitting them with these cutting shots that can make a difference even when they land on the arms and gloves. They don't count for nothing. They count for something.
Manfredo stepped in with a combination of good defense by Chavez to avoid the rush.
And Manfredo looks like he's throwing punches tentatively.
Combination counter shot by Chavez. Taps Manfredo to the body.
You almost said exactly what Manfredo told us. Manfredo told us, I mean, he told us that he's basically a made fighter, but Chavez is basically a born fighter. So fluent, so calm. Manfredo has to try extra hard to make it happen.
And believe me, he ain't going to get any favors on the judges' cards here.
He knows that. Nice combination by Chavez to end round number 2.
Not that he didn't just get a boxing lesson, because he did just that.
Listen. Relax. You got to work behind that jab. You're using your jab, but there's no right hands, no combinations coming off of it. Okay? You got to work your combinations off your jab. You understand what I'm saying? Work your combinations off your jab, then move your head. Look to keep him there when he's against the ropes. Don't look to stay in front of him too long. Come on, baby.
Right here you see Manfredo coming forward, and Chavez has a 1-2, a beautiful right hand on the top of Manfredo's jab. Then he does another jab going out. A beautiful straight right hand, very hard punch for Manfredo Jr. to be taken.
And there's Sergio Martinez, who is the guy back who is the middleweight champion.
Yep. And you have the two best fighters in the division in terms of a threat to him are Gennady Golovkin and Dmitry Pirog. Neither one of them have much of a fan base here. They're European fighters. Golovkin, once he gets his promotional situation straightened out, will look to make a run at middleweight. He's a highly decorated amateur and an undefeated professional and a very good pressure fighter. Pirog, we've seen knock out Danny Jacobs. And then Chavez here is the money man in the division. Has a huge following and a famous last name, and he ain't that bad.
And he's a big middleweight. They better not underestimate it.
You have guys like Macklin, who a lot of people feel was robbed against Sturm in their fight. Could be a potential opponent for Martinez.
Good thumping right hand by Chavez.
But everyone wants to fight Chavez Jr. here because they feel he's beatable and it means a lot of money. Might not be as easy to beat as people think, huh?
Yeah, you know, and I think Manfredo, just looking at his face, I think he's gained a respect for Chavez. He didn't think he was that special, but right now he's making Manfredo reconsider.
Well, it's like I said, you can tell that Manfredo is a built fighter, like he said, and Chavez is more of a born fighter.
Well, they say you can teach a guy to box, but you can't teach him to fight. And Chavez Jr. knows how to fight, and it looks like Freddie Roach is teaching him how to box.
Exactly. But you got to give Manfredo an A for heart, because he's definitely trying his hardest. Oh, good shot.
Good shot. Yeah, they both landed good shots. Chavez comes back with a shot to the head. Manfredo goes to the body. Manfredo trying to push Chavez a little bit more. Chavez has done a good job countering. Moving away.
The really bad news for Manfredo is he's found that he can't really box with Chavez. He's the smaller guy. He's not the money guy, meaning, as we know, the judges aren't going to do him any favors. And Chavez takes a good punch.
A very good punch.
So what does Manfredo do?
Tape job on the glove of Manfredo. This never works though because the gloves get wet and they try to put more of that white tape on.
I know, that's what I'm saying. He cut it. He worked better. Let's see how this one. Jab right here. Come in.
Usually it's easier when they cut the tape off rather than add more. Chavez thumps the right hand at the end of that exchange. Manfredo a little late.
That's it, son. That's it. Good. Very good. Very good. Straighten your legs. Very good.
Okay? You lay there right here and over. Let jab okay?
PC Chavez stick that jab out, hold him off. Bam, come on the top with the right hand, right on the top of Manfredo's left. Then he come back again and counters the left jab, boom, with the right hand over the top. And then right here, finally, you see Manfredo land this 1-2 down the middle, which boom, boom, the right hand that gets countered with a beautiful left hook right out. Gotta be discouraging to try everything you can to hit a guy. When you do hit him, he still knocks the hell out of you.
From a Reliant Arena in Houston, Texas, Bob Papa, Roy Jones, Max Kellerman, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., Peter Manfredo begin round 4. Let's check in with Harold Letterman.
Okay, Bob. I've got it 30-27, 3-0. Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Bob, he's circling. He's keeping a perfect distance from Manfredo, and he's beating him up. I mean, he's using that ring beautifully. Circles to the right, circles to the left, stays away from Manfredo. Manfredo has to get in and make this a dogfight. It's the only way he can score, and he's not doing it. Julio's banging the ball over the place. Look at this. Well, Manfredo's getting inside there, but anyway, 3-0 based on real good ring generalship and clean punches.
No doubt Chavez won the second and the third by a wide margin. First round, maybe. Here, Manfredo's making it a dogfight, like Harold said, Roy, but Chavez might be winning the dogfight, too.
Yeah, and Manfredo's losing the steam, but his punch is really bad now.
Punches are wider, too, from Manfredo. Chavez much sharper. Manfredo digs it right and left to the body.
Good body shot, though. Very good body shot. At a very great time.
So what does Manfredo do, Roy?
Do what he said. Make it a dog fight and dig to the body like he just did, but he got to continue to dig to the body. He can't be a target like he is right there.
Good right hand to the body, right upstairs by Manfredo.
That's what he has to. You got to make it a dog fight, but you got to go to the body, and you can't give Chavez a shot. Oh, good shot by Manfredo.
This is a very, very good round. Big action round.
Very good hook by Manfredo.
Chavez started off fast in the first 45 seconds, but Manfredo has turned the tables a bit.
You got to go back to the body, though. He's steadily going to the head. You can't beat a puncher by trying to go to the head with him. He's too strong and he takes a great punch.
Roundhouse right to the ear of Manfredo.
This is part of the reason that fans love Chavez Jr. Even when he's controlling the action boxing, he's a fighter at heart. He wants to mix it up, and if the guy hits him, he'll go in the trenches with him.
It's in his DNA, sir.
Manfredo missed an opportunity there to go to the body again.
Missed a great opportunity to bang the body. In a dog fight like this, you have to bang the body. See right there, he's throwing all the head shots. These need to be big body shots.
Yeah, because the thing that turned the momentum his way, at least momentarily, was that combination to the body.
That's exactly right. You see Chavez not throwing many punches this round either because of that great body shot. But what he's going to do is let Chavez recollect himself. This is going to be a problem. That was another good body shot by Manfredo. And Chavez threw a great right hand at him right there, but he missed it. That was a good body shot by Manfredo. And he knows it now. See that? And he got Chavez's nose bleeding.
Oh, the exchange to end round 4.
Quite a round.
Excellent round.
Tune in Friday, December 2nd at 9 p.m. for 24/7 overtime. Cotto Margarito, Jim Lampley, Max Kellerman, Emmanuel Stewart be on hand to put the finishing touches on 24/7 with the help of some familiar faces from the series. Join Jim, Max, and Emmanuel again on Saturday at 5:15 for Fight Day Now. A 1-hour special packed with guest features and in-depth analysis. It's all part of the countdown toward that night's 154-pound championship between Miguel Cotto and Antonio Margarito on HBO pay-per-view.
Okay, move the head when you're done with the punches, okay? Whip that little defense, then fire with counters behind it. Let's go.
Hey, turn to me for a second, please.
Just don't get fucking lazy.
Let's go, guys.
Move that. There you go.
Hang on.
Again, round number 5. Round 4, the best round to this point in the fight where both fighters had their moments. In the third consecutive round, Chavez landed 50+% of his power punches.
Why is Manfredo found it easier to land a straight right, Roy?
Because he's been landing the body shots, which brings the hands down. So now he's landing the body shots, so he's countering the jab. It makes it a little more difficult for Chavez to avoid or elude the right hand. And he's keeping the pressure on him and backing up like that.
Chavez tried that lead uppercut that was short. It was a dangerous way to start a sequence. Left hand from Manfredo.
Manfredo started to take the play away from Chavez in the last round for the first time in this fight.
But as you see, he hasn't landed a big body shot in this round yet. That's the key to victory for him. Good right hand there.
But in this round, Chavez still has punched less than he did in the second and third.
Manfredo with a left to the body after a left to the head.
He's a little tired, probably because he's not used to this. Good right hand.
Oh, Manfredo's hurt. Got hit with the right hand. Chavez steps in. Punches firing away. Lawrence Cole, the referee, taking a close look. Manfredo's in big trouble and he's not holding on. Chavez unleashing a left hand.
I don't think...
And Lawrence Cole stops it.
That's a bad stoppage. That is a bad stoppage. You know they're in Texas. Chavez is winning the fight. Manfredo is hurt. But you could see that Lawrence Cole was itching to jump in and stop that fight. I do not think Manfredo was defenseless.
But Max, Manfredo did absolutely nothing to defend himself. He didn't hold on and he wasn't throwing punches back.
He was avoiding punches. He wasn't getting hit that cleanly that often. And as the fight was being stopped, he was holding Chavez.
Needless to say, we'll bring you the replays. Harold, your thoughts?
Tell you, That's a good stoppage. I mean, I hate to see this crap where referees don't know a guy is hurt and they let it go on too long. Lawrence Cole jumped in absolutely at the right time. This kid could have got seriously hurt. We saw how big Julio was. He was landing the hardest shots for 4 or 5 rounds. For God's sake, Manfredo was getting the crap kicked out of him. Lawrence Cole did a very, very good job jumping him in and saving him.
I'm with you, Harold.
Carried out.
All right, let's take a look at the replay, Max, and Roy, let's take a look at it.
Well, you see him coming right down that 1-2. That hurt him really, really bad. He already been hurting the whole fight. Chavez put the pressure on him. When Chavez put the pressure on him, the referee was giving him time here to do something. The referee was watching very closely, giving him time. He's steadily not doing nothing. He's not punching back. He didn't grab, he didn't hold, and the referee sees right there that he's basically out of the fight. So the referee did exactly the right thing, jumped in and stopped. He tried to hold, but he waited too long to step in and hold, so the referee did exactly what he should have done.
Let me say this. I will agree that it's always better to err on the side of caution. I don't think Manfredo was out of the fight. I think he was holding at the time of the stoppage. We just saw Angulo Kirkland, where Angulo punched himself out trying to finish Kirkland, and Kirkland came back in the fight. But if I'm overruled ringside, so be it.
Listen, it's a fair point that you bring up, and it will be discussed. Official time of the stoppage, here's Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time of 1 minute 52 seconds in round number 5. A referee in charge, Lawrence Cole, stops the contest. He is the winner by way of technical knockout. He is still undefeated and still the WBC middleweight champion.